Hi and welcome back to Normski TV and another Transfer Daily. Apologies for not uploading yesterday. I had issues trying to upload from my phone. So I'm gonna again talk about a couple of possible deals that could happen or may not happen, but we will see. And first of all, I just want to talk about Amadou Duwara, who plays for Roma. And it seems like Arsenal look like they're tracking this player. Possibly he will be an alternative to Thomas Partey's, obviously much younger. Say he plays for Roma, is 22, 23 years old. A defensive, box-to-box midfielder. Arsenal are interested in him. Seems as if Roma are going to be going on a big spending spree this summer, so it looks like they're willing to offload Amadou, and Arsenal are very much interested in him. As I say, it looks like they're going to slap a £27 million price tag on his head. That's the sort of price that he will be going for. He's obviously a lot cheaper than Thomas Partey, who has a release clause of 43 to 45 million pounds, and Atletico Madrid are definitely not budging on that. It seems as if we are calling our interest on him, which is not really what I want to hear. It's not good news in terms of that. A number of outlets are coming out that we are going to be calling our interest on Thomas Partey. That being because obviously Arsenal can't afford to pay that 45 million buyout clause. Unless we sell players, then that deal looks like it could be dead in the water. So it seems as if they've switched their attention to Amadou Duwara, and obviously he's a much cheaper option. He's younger. Does he have the potential? What do you think, guys? Do you think he's worth going for? Or would you still go for Thomas Partey, who is Arsenal's #1 target from God knows how long? It is really about how many people we can get off the books and to raise the required funds in order to get Thomas Partey. So yeah, we're linked with this guy from Roma. I don't know what you think, guys. Put it in the comments. Do you think we should go for him, or do you think we should still try and pursue the Thomas Partey deal? Obviously, that means that we have to get rid of a number of players, and in order to do that, we have to be, I don't know, it sounds crazy, aggressive in the market about trying to get these players off, trying to do a good sales pitch to those clubs that we think are interested in our players. Now, talking of a player that is obviously looking like he's on his way out, and that's Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who we know Wolves are in advanced talks with Arsenal and the representatives, but it's believed that they put in a bid for £15 million, which has been rejected by Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal want more. They want £20 million. That's what they think Ainsley Maitland-Niles is worth. And, I think he's worth that. I mean, 15 million, it's just not enough. And we need that kind of money, as I say, to put towards our preferred targets. So it looks as if Arsenal have rejected that. He did play in the friendly yesterday against MK Dons. It doesn't say much. He's out there as a runner. I know Arteta likes the player, but the powers that be need to want to sell him, obviously, because he's an asset. He's only 22 years old. He's a utility player that can play in a number of positions. And Wolves, Nuno, is very much interested in him, and I know he wants to play him in that sort of wing back role at the moment, because I believe they've got an injury to one of their players. So yeah, so Ainsley Maitland-Niles, it has been rejected, but I'm quite sure that Wolves will come back in with another bid. I know Newcastle are interested in him as well. So possibly there could be some sort of bidding war going on there. Hopefully we'll be able to drive the price up of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So let's see what happens concerning that. But the talks still go on with regards to that. Right, let's move on. Now, Alexander Lacazette. There's talk again. He's been linked with Atletico Madrid. And now Atletico Madrid are saying that they want to do a swap deal with a number of players. And some of the players that they're talking about is this is that what the Sun is saying. Number of players that they're talking about is 3 players. One being Thomas Lemar. Now I think that ship has sailed. He looks like he's been a flop in Atletico, and I don't think he is going to cut it in the Premier League. And again, why would you want to get rid of Lacazette? All right, he didn't score as many goals this season, but the partnership and the friendship and relationship that he has with Aubameyang, I believe that he could come good this season. But they are talking about looking at either trying to do a swap deal. This is Atletico Madrid. But I think if we were to sell Alexander Lacazette, he's got 2 years left on his contract. We would want about 30 million. 30 million plus in order to do that deal. But it just means then we're going to be left short, in up front. It's we've got Eddie Nketiah, but I don't think he's ready at the moment. So again, let's see what happens. I mean, the players that I spoke about that they want to do the swap, the wingers, Thomas Lemar. As I said, we've got loads of wingers. Vitolo or forward Angelo Correa, and this is to try and land the Frenchman. But I don't know. I think in order to do this deal, as I said, we're going to need to be in the 30 million region mark, and hopefully that will probably secure a deal which will then hopefully go towards the Thomas Partey. It would be great if we could do a swap deal with Thomas Partey, but as I said, Atletico want the buyout clause to be met. They're not interested in swap deals. They need the money themselves. Obviously, because of this pandemic, it's causing them problems financially. So they do need the money for that. Right, let's see what else now. Talking about Ceballos, Dani Ceballos, AC Milan, I believe, came in for him or was inquiring, and he's come back and turned around and said that he would prefer to play in London. Obviously, going back to Arsenal, that would be, I mean, that's good news. The fact that he's saying that he wants to come back to the Arsenal. Now, at the moment, we're still negotiating with Real Madrid concerning a loan deal with a possibility of signing him on a permanent once the loan deal is up. At the moment, they're thrashing out, and it seems to be possibly over the loan figure of what we should be paying, and that's sort of been going on. I know with Zinedine Zidane, there was talk earlier on that he was thinking about keeping Dani Ceballos, and I know Dani Ceballos ideally he would probably want to sort of get his foot in there and play for Real Madrid, but who knows? And he's looking to make it into the Spanish team for the European Cup, and no better chance than if he comes to the Arsenal, because he will be definitely getting regular game time. He has done really well under Arteta, and technical player, can play in that deep number 8 role, and he's done really well for the Arsenal. So at the moment, again, we'll still wait and see, but hopefully something can be thrashed out, and hopefully Dani Ceballos will be hopefully coming back to the Arsenal. Also, with Philippe Coutinho, he was on loan to Bayern Munich. Now that the Champions League is over, he's now gone back to his respective club, Barcelona. Ronald Koeman now is the new manager there. And obviously he's been sort of cracking the whip there in terms of players that he wants to leave. And it's just thrown up a whole can of worms. We've now got Messi wanting to leave. It's put in a transfer, and nothing that the chairman is saying for Barcelona is going to, at the moment, change his mind. They're working hard to change his mind, but he wants to leave, and he wants to, leave on a free transfer as part of his, which was written in his contract. Now, what does that mean? If he does go, that could probably stop our chances for landing Coutinho potentially, because if you've got the likes of Messi leaving, what it means is that Ronald Koeman might possibly say, well, Coutinho, you're the next man. We spent 140 million pounds on you. We're going to have to try and make this work. So, do you think that with Messi possibly leaving Barcelona, will that mean that Coutinho will have a look in terms of settling back into the Barcelona team and trying to establish himself there? What do you think? Put it in the comments. Do you think if Messi was to go, that we would probably lose out on getting Coutinho? I know there's a number of clubs that are interested in Man United in the Premier League, and I know he wants to play in the Premier League, but at the moment he'd have to go and sit down and talk with Ronald Koeman to see where his future lies with Barcelona. So everything at the moment in Barcelona is very much up in the air. It's really quite chaotic there at the moment, and I don't know what's going to happen. But ideally, he would be a great player, to have in the team. Very creative, can play on the wings and play in that number 10 role, can score a goal, whether it's from a free kick or from outside the box. So, we need more goals from the midfield, and he would ideally would be the person we could get. Obviously, his wages is £240,000 a week. That's going to be a stumbling block, but maybe there's a possibility that we could, there was talk of us in the early stages when we was linked with him quite strongly, that Barcelona was going to pay half the wages and we would pay half. At the moment, that story's kind of died, but it seems to be resurfacing again. So again, let's see what happens concerning that. Let me know what do you think. I said it again. If you think Messi leaves, will Coutinho end up staying at Barcelona? Just another note, Aubameyang, still waiting to hear about the Aubameyang deal. He's back in the country. I think he did play yesterday, and still no mention or no news of it. And funny enough, I was reading a tweet from Piers Morgan, not personally to me, just one that he had put out there, and he was saying that, look, we need to move quick on this deal with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. With the likes of Messi possibly leaving Barcelona, there's a good chance that Barcelona might say, well, we need a striker. And look, Messi's 33, Aubameyang's 31, still banging in the goals, still very fit, very injury free. So, who knows? So Arsenal, I don't know if it's that it's already signed and that you're just waiting to announce it, but I thought this was going to be done at the beginning of the week. Still nothing, still haven't heard anything. Hopefully we will be hearing some news. I've been saying it on all the transfer dailies, but hopefully we will hear some news concerning Aubameyang. Also, with regards to Gabriel Magalhaes, he's had his medical. Again, we're just waiting for the announcements. Maybe they're just doing all the preliminaries in terms of pictures and photos. But then he will then have to quarantine for 14 days. I'm hoping that they can get this done really quick, so that he can, the league starts in just under 3 weeks time, 3 weeks time, 12th of September. So we're hoping to just kind of get him. All right, he's not going to have any pre-season, and to be honest, he hasn't played since March, April, since League One had Liga One had shut down, and basically he hasn't played then. So he would have to get up to speed. So let's see what happens there. But yes, he's definitely going to have to quarantine for 14 days and then hopefully join up with his Arsenal teammates. William Saliba played yesterday in the friendly against MK Dons. Done really well. Didn't get to watch all of the game, but for what I did see of him, looked quite composed on the ball. big lad, you know. I mean, him and Gabriel is. I mean, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, it's early days. Yes, they're young. They're gonna make mistakes, but I think these two can forge a fantastic partnership with. You know, Mangala is a left-footed defender, and what's his name? Saliba, William Saliba is a right-footed. So you've got that nice balance there. What formation Arteta will go with, who knows? You know, it depends on what games. Possibly against Liverpool, Man City, you know, he'll probably play three in the back and pack the midfield. But against lesser teams, he'll probably go with a four in the back. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. As I say, there's an awful lot of players that we need to be getting off our books. So I know we've Holding has been linked with a number of clubs. I know Newcastle are now throwing their hat into the ring, possibly trying to get him on a loan deal. I know Leeds are interested in him. Kolasinac has been linked with Schalke, going back to them on loan. Now, I'm hearing conflicting stories that this wasn't the case, that there hasn't been any contact with Schalke. And then other people are saying that because of his wages, that's a stumbling block. But it seems as if the news doesn't go away that, you know, Schalke are still interested in him. Again, we just have to watch this space. But as I say, there is an awful lot of defenders that we need to be getting off our books. It's just that we need to get this done. We need to get it done really quick so that we can, as I say, get the targets that we need to get. Now, I'm just hoping and praying that this story that we've softened, or, you know, we're now gonna look elsewhere with regards to Thomas Partey, and, you know, softened our interest in him now. I don't really want to hear that. Maybe it could be a smokescreen. Who knows? Who knows? I know Thomas Partey wants to come to Arsenal. Yes, he wants £200,000 a week. But come on, we got to do this, guys. We have to do this. We need to get the balance right. We need to get those positions filled, ready going into the new season. And hopefully we can fight for a top 4 position. And from that, we can then buy the players that we need to buy. Listen, take care. Please subscribe, like and share. And I'll see you on the next Transfer Daily. Take care. Mm-hmm.